I went to do my LLM from the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. When I came back, I spent some more time with the Alternative Law Forum, but I then went on to join the International Commission of Jurists, which is an international NGO that works on questions of access to justice and human rights. And I was there commissioned along with a team of 2 other researchers to do an 18-month research project that involved us traveling to different cities in the country, interviewing up to 150 LGBTQ individuals, police officials and judges, and essentially creating a report that would talk about the difficulties that would happen in queer persons accessing the justice system. Now, this work, this is one of the things that was then cited by the Supreme Court in the Navteej Johar decision that just decriminalized the intimate lives of LGBT persons from the scope of Section 377. Right, so that was, that was a pretty great moment for me, because it's also the culmination of a lot of work. The other thing that the Supreme Court also cited was an article that I had done in the EPW, which looked at the question of privacy rights and how they kind of apply to LGBT persons, particularly after the Supreme Court's right to privacy decision. Now, again, this is something that's personally very significant for me, because one of the ways in which I think about my, the strand of my work is also how do you kind of push past these arguments about the public-private divide, right? I think that it's very important to have a practice of law that also brings the personal, that kind of blends it with the political, and I think that these arguments about privacy were a reflection of that in some ways. Right? So what the Supreme Court has done with this particular argument, for example, is said that privacy is something that also inheres in public spaces. So when I walk in a public space with my partner and I hold my partner's hands, that is also me expressing the right to privacy, because it is me enjoying the right to my private, intimate decisions, private decisions about what I want to do with my body. Right, so I think this is quite revolutionary for the court to have kind of enshrined, and I'm very excited to see where this goes.